Have you ever blamed ChatGPT for something you had to tell somebody?
So for example, my cell phone company, which I'm not a big fan of, I put in my bills for the last 12 months. And so I'm like, analyze my cell phone bill and just tell me, are they charging me for something I shouldn't be charged for? Da, 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 da. And this is my corporate cell phone bill. So it said, yes, in May of 2025, you paid off a phone completely and paid it off to transfer the phone, but they've still been charging you monthly for the phone line. And then it said, and you have 3 phones on your account that have insurance in case the phone gets lost to pay off the phone, and those 3 phones are paid off for, and you're still paying for the insurance. So then I told ChatGPT, write the letter to the phone company telling them this, and then telling them that I better get a reversal on it. So it wrote the letter, put everything in. And when I tell you that it categorized everything, so it's like this month, this month, this month, and wrote the best letter. And then I said, okay, who do I send this letter to? And boom, off goes the email, $695 credited back for, you know, those things that happen. So
That's
now
cool.
I go back and I'm like, what other company do I need to put in here? But you start to think about, I just don't have the bandwidth to check the telephone bill. I just don't.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do it. So I put it into ChatGPT. So I'm using it as my helper, as my assistant. So if we go back to ChatGPT and we click on the settings, in ChatGPT, there's 2 things you have to pay attention to. And one is security and the next is data controls. So if you click on security, there's something at the top called multi-factor authentication, and you want to make sure you turn that on. And I put mine on with an authenticator app, and I use Google Authenticator. So if somebody tries to open up your ChatGPT account, they have to verify with an authenticator. So before you start to put in lots of data, make sure that you do that. And then the next one is in data control, where it says improve the model for everyone. Click off and turn this off, because if you leave it on, if you read what it says when it's on, it says allow your content to be used to train our models, which makes ChatGPT better for you and everyone who uses it. But basically, if you're using it, the data and the content that you put in and that ChatGPT gives you back can be used to train its models, and you don't necessarily want that. So you want to make sure, in most cases, that you turn that off. And then now you upload your telephone bill, your different things that you want help with.
They were worried about privacy because you had mentioned that you use it to like book appointments, and yeah, just somebody was like super questioning like, what's the privacy thing though?
Yeah,
So
you have to do those things.